We are live. Welcome everybody to Utah Utes football. We have returned to the Utah Dynasty. You guys remember we were playing this for quite some time until the new college football game came out. And we want to go back to it. We want to keep playing this until we have a loss. We're going to take a look, if you guys remember, where we left off at in our coaching contract. We've been with Utah for quite a while. Maybe been following the channel for a while, and we are in the midst. We already broke Oklahoma's quote-unquote unbreakable winning streak from the 1950s, as we had 3 consecutive undefeated seasons, 3 consecutive 15-0 years. The last time we streamed Utah Utes football, we won the national championship for the 3rd year against Fresno State. You can check out the archives on YouTube and over on Patreon. We have the stat books. We played along a little bit forward before we jump back in with you guys. We're 6-0, and I want to keep playing until we lose the game. That is when TB Sports will officially retire. As a quick recap for those of you that might be new, just joining the channel here, we took over after 1 year as the head coach of Wyoming, 1 year as the offensive coordinator of Florida State. This was the first year. Then we kind of had a fluke victory year. We got some really good players, had a Heisman candidate, won the national title. Then we slumped a little bit where we didn't win the conference championship for a few years. We lost arguably our worst year right there. Then again, losing the conference championship before we finally bounced back with a Rose Bowl win, followed that up with a Fiesta Bowl win, and then finally from 2016, almost 8 years between national championships, and then from there on, we were off to the races where we were pretty much getting, from 2022 on, we're getting Rose Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, national title, Rose Bowl, national title, Rose Bowl. I think this was a Rose Bowl loss, and this might have been a Rose Bowl loss as well, and then winning the Fiesta Bowl, pretty much almost every year winning the conference championship, other than 2023 and 2030, but being in a New Year's Six for over a decade, since 2022 as we enter into the 2034 season. We've been in a New Year's Six bowl game from that point onward of a conference championship. From 2022 on, we basically had a New Year's Six bowl win, a conference title win, or a national title win, somewhere in there. Now we're in the midst of our greatest streak. Obviously, it's getting close for Coach TB Sports to retire. We've obviously moved on as Peyton Manning, head coach over at Tennessee, but 19 years at Utah, a 232-37 record. Obviously, with Peyton Manning at Tennessee, we have not had the same success, but I couldn't end this. I could not retire. I can't go out like John Elway. I can't go out like Peyton Manning. I can't go out on a high. I need to almost do it like Tom Brady. I got to keep going till the wheels fall off until I have some losses. So we're going to keep playing however many more years it might be until we end the season with a loss. So just to recap where we are at this point, because I have played ahead a little bit, we're ranked number 4, even though we have not lost a game in 3.5 years, I should say. But here's where we are with Utah. We started off the year with a national championship rematch against Fresno State, no problem there. Then we had New Mexico State 77-10. Then we jump into conference play, our old rivals from the Mountain West days, TCU, in a 41-0 victory. Then we had a non-conference battle with Penn State at home, and that was the closest we have been to losing. We went to overtime with Penn State. Can I break that one down? I can't click on it. Okay. I think somewhere else in the menu we can go into it. But let me know if you want to see me break that down in the comments, and I will. But that was I think it was a single overtime or double. Then we had at UCF, Arizona, and then now we are on the back half of the year here. Let's just break it down real quick for you guys. You guys want to see it? Why not? We're here. So we're gonna go to scores and schedule. For some reason, we have to go here. Now, this is going to be interesting because it's been a very long time since I last played this college football 14. So whether I remember the controls or I'm kind of used to how the new generation of things are working. But Penn State game, and you can see I wanted to go by, did I skip right past it? I wanted to go by Game summary, yeah. So it was just a regular overtime game, but you can see we had to score a touchdown late in the fourth quarter. In fact, we had to come back. Look at this. We were pretty much down. It was 24-7 in going into the third quarter, and then we got the touchdown, a field goal touchdown, and then finally winning in overtime. So that was the closest we have been to suffering that defeat here. So we are going to look now at finally a little bit of our roster, and then we're going to jump back into it. We got Mason, I think it's Joe Mason, who has taken over for Andrew Cross. Much better numbers so far than what we were dealing with Cross, where we were having a lot of interceptions, a touchdown, all that fun stuff. But can't deny what Andrew Cross did and the numbers he put up. And there's just kind of what we're looking at for some of our leading guys. So let's jump back into this. And this is going to be playing this until we finally lose a game. I'll finish out the year. It's not going to be, okay, I lose and then I just retire. We are going, I like the 2010 unis here. What should we go? Let's go red, right? That's what we usually do. Crimson, I suppose they call it. We're going to play out the year, but if we go undefeated, then we'll do one more year. And I want to hear from you guys if, yeah, that's something you want to keep seeing or not. White helmet. I guess we should just go, well, traditional, right? White, yeah, white, navy. Let's go white, navy, white. I know they have different options here, but the socks, oh, they don't have navy socks? Just white socks? Okay. Well, good enough. All right, let's jump into it. It said it's been a while to play this game, so wish me luck. I did do a poll, by the way. I always mention, make sure you guys are checking the posts here on YouTube and over on Twitter, because I did a poll. I said, what do you guys want to see streamed here? And it was a tie, actually. It was a 50-50 tie between this and simulating the Super Bowl between the Dolphins and the Packers from our Jake Delhomme series. So while this is loading, you can see a little bit of the numbers. As typical Utah, we have our traditional really, really good defense. You can see where our passing game has stepped up here. We want to make sure you guys know patreon.com/tbsports27, because you guys don't want to miss the off-season video of the Carolina Panthers, Jake Delhomme, because a lot of changes. There are a lot of changes that went down, complete changes, and if you don't tune into the Patreon, you are going to miss everything that happened, because there are some big changes. There's going to be new teams abound. I'll just do that as a minor spoiler there. So make sure patreon.com/tbsports27. Make sure you guys tune into that and make sure you see what's going down. You're going to get the whole playoff tree, and I don't know, you're going to get all kinds of good stuff. You're going to get the playoff tree, and you'll get to see what happened, basically. Sorry, I'm messaging SK Money. Do you guys want to see me and SK Money do a GM mode? We were playing that a little bit when he was here last. BYU and Utah, so the rivalry game to kick it off. We're the greatest run in college football history, going on 4 years, trying to get another 15-0 season.
Series known as the Holy War. And at stake
and somehow we're ranked number 4 with all
Utah.
that being said.
Let's head down to the coin toss now. And it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
A coin toss. Haven't done one of these in a long time. And we lose it. And that's why they don't have it. Man, it's weird to go back and see this. What do you guys think, seeing this whole game after you've seen the new game for so long? The Xbox controller just feels really... Oh, look at this. Look at this. There's Utah. Well, we're fitting right back in. Oh, I didn't think we were going to get it. There's the speed. Touchdown, Utes. So to kick off our first game in Utah Utes football in a long time, Tim Wright takes it back.
What a phenomenal effort. He did a great job of setting up his blocks.
Those are blocks. It might be a little too easy in this game, I don't know, but in the current game, you don't get kick returns like that. Blocking is Man, you take 2 or 3 steps, you got guys right in your face.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Reese Davis is standing by with this
I miss
update.
this.
Reese?
Can we get this back in college football?
Time for a peek at what's going on in
This
Death
is
Valley
cool.
and Clemson.
A ticker that actually
Tigers
works as
win
well.
31-21.
Because the ticker's very broken in
another
college
game,
football
time to
25.
check
Look
out
at
what's
this.
going on in Stillwater. This
We
one
got to get
was
this.
tight.
As much as I love the new
Oklahoma
game, the new
State
game's
gets
awesome. We got to get
17-14.
this stuff in the new game.
And for the Utes, with that loss, they've really got a
Not
golden
just
opportunity
John
now to
Pollock
move
or
up in the BCS
whoever.
standings, but they gotta win
David
today.
Pollock doing
And it looks like they're ready for the
a
kickoff.
random
And he got
game that
all
means
of
nothing
this
and then
one.
never
Great
updating
kick.
you on it. It's a cool feature, but
goes
hopefully
into
that's
the
something
end
they
zone,
work
down
on in
for a
the new
touchback.
game, because you'll be playing an SEC game and they're like,
let's
oh,
see what the
Louisiana
offense can
Monroe
do as
and
they come out on
Penn
the field.
State going at it. Penn State's up 40 points and Penn State's not even ranked. And you're like, why am I hearing about this game?
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
All right. Said first time in a while.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Got to get used to these controls again, these plays.
2nd down and 6. Ball on the 29. He's to the 40, and they make the stop right around the 40.
Chambers makes the tackle at the 40-yard line. First down.
The MLB, the middle linebacker blitz here. Woo, defense.
Around the 47-yard line.
Where you at,
Way to
defense?
execute. They faced a blitz by both inside linebackers on that play, and were still able to move the chains through the air. Nice play.
From the 47-yard line. First down.
Singleton takes it.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, we're going to smoke them. We're going to go under smoke. Oh, there we go.
I love the toughness here by this quarterback of sitting in until the last second.
Get some more of that.
trying to
This
make
top
a
right
play
defense, I'm
downfield,
gonna bring the heat
only to
again.
have this defense get to him. He's got to do a better job maybe feeling things out a little bit, but at least he has an awareness and a toughness to sit in that pocket.
Here we go again. Oh, there we go. There's that top ranked
And it's
defense.
picked up by one of the linemen.
And they're lucky to retain possession of the ball there.
Man, what a legendary. This is definitely one of the best runs I've had. I don't know. Do you consider 3 Super Bowls in a row a good run? Considering no one's done that. Our Madden run with the Broncos, we had to get fired twice, but we won the Super Bowl 3 times in a row before losing the 4th time.
Right is back to receive.
Before that, winning 1 Super Bowl with the Lions.
And this one is a beauty.
Yeah, I won 4 in a row with the Broncos, I guess, in Madden 12. But other than that, I won 2 national titles in NCAA 12 with Troy, after having moved them up to the Big 12.
They're ready to
All right,
begin
first
another
possession
drive.
of offense.
The Utes
Chambers
lost a
out.
player to an earlier injury.
Strain knee.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to come back today. Utah is up by a
So
touchdown.
your first chance, you guys, to be able to see the new look
Bryant gets a
Utah
handoff to the
offense.
right, looking for the
That
corner.
Andrew Cross.
He's tackled at about the 19-yard line.
And that did not work out too well right there. All right, you guys want to see us throw the ball, huh? We're going to go Z spot.
From their own 19-yard line, it's 2nd down. Caught with room
Miller
to work.
open. Ooh.
Around the 30-yard line.
You can tell he's got a lot of faith in his wide
Marcus
receiver.
Miller. And
Even
my
when
first,
he's a
I don't
little
remember
off
the last
target,
time I
they
played
can pull it in
this
and
game.
make something happen.
It's been a couple months for sure. So trying to remember like who all my roster is as well. Look at that, Colorado, our big rival.
He's to the
Bryant.
front, and he is
No
drilled
problem.
At the 43.
He gets another set of downs.
It
and
kind
more
of feels
importantly,
weird. Like I don't want to
opens up a
just.
whole
It's
host
still
of play
early,
calling
but I can
possibilities for the
feel
coaching
like
staff.
the dominance of my team.
1st and 10.
You know, obviously, what is
43-yard line.
BYU's record only has 1 win coming into this one. compared to playing with Tennessee, where it feels like most games are, you know, an uphill struggle, this just kind of feels like as I throw a pass right to the defender. But this is, I don't know, you can feel your team, this team being a little stronger than what I'm usually used to with playing with Tennessee on the other game. Ooh.
Well, the defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down.
Mason has not been able to get his last couple of passes to drop.
And here's another third down.
You're on the road, already blowing that smoke. Mason out of the pocket.
He airs it out.
And not even going to get
close on that play, but he came up a few yards shy of the receiver.
Well, he saw some defenders starting to break.
So that was a rough first drive. We pretty much had one positive play on the pass, and that was about it.
Everybody up close. It looks like they're coming after this kick
again in this game. Man, holding the 360 controller feels strange. Pretty much after this game, I mean, once we finish up this college football, I don't know. What do we? The 360, it might be put to rest for a while.
And while they are behind,
unless you guys want to see me go back to the Shaquille O'Neal. The numbers for Shaquille O'Neal. Who is he coaching? Southern Miss. Shaquille O'Neal's Southern Miss college basketball did not do good numbers, which is why I didn't really continue that series. But I'm open to it. Also, the arena football, which I have here.
So it's second down now. They need about 4 yards.
I don't know. People did not tune into that one as much as they did my Georgia 4 series. Some did really good, but some of the later episodes did not. That was an undefeated season where we flaked out in the first round of the playoffs. BYU's putting a little something together here.
And came with the blitz, and a quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
Singleton keeps it.
Nice gain as he works the right side.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
We've had some crazy games with BYU in the past. Didn't we have a 4 overtime game with BYU in the YouTube archives? I think we did. Might be able to stream with you tomorrow a little bit during the day before the 4th of July holiday kicks off, so be on the lookout. Maybe we do a couple more Utah Utes videos tomorrow.
They come out in a 5 wide set.
Oh, there's the glitch. The glitch that happens in this game.
At the 49-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Yeah, they fake the handoff and the quarterback gets stuck.
2nd down and 7. Ball on the 49.
3 down. Red 2. Kill. Panther 2. Watch the slant.
Ooh, oh man, I thought we were looking at a pick 6 right there.
Around the 33-yard line.
This isn't even the best example, but I'm going to tell you something. This young man is really getting better at running his routes, which is a truly underrated quality these days.
From the 33-yard line. 1st down. And they've got all
I thought we were looking at a good play right there. BYU now. What if the first game back we just immediately come out and lose?
And he's taken down at the 24.
How crazy would that be? Man, it is strange thing going back to these older games. Like, you're so used to how they look, and it you know, beautiful at the time, but then you're so used to playing, you know, the new game, and then to go back, it's like, man, it feels so different. Even though I played I guess 21 years if you count my Wyoming and Florida State contributions, which I guess would be close, because doesn't this only last for 30 years anyway?
Ball on the 14.
So we're pretty much close to the we'll be close to the end here. Maybe we simulate forward a couple years, which is kind of what I did with the Denver Broncos. After we played our Super Bowl against the Saints that we lost to Jordan Love. Jordan Love and the Saints, who was going to be quarterbacking. I believe he's still the quarterback. I hadn't looked, so maybe I shouldn't just say that. But the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins set to go toe-to-toe in the Super Bowl in our Carolina Panthers franchise. And not too much longer, I can say the Carolina Panthers franchise. And that's about as much of a spoiler as I'm going to give. I encourage you guys to go to patreon.com/QBSports27 to let you know the fate of Jake Delhomme, because some changes are coming to that series. And there's a debate if I make those changes doing one more year in Madden 25, or we kind of talked about the franchise deep dive. BYU's going to score. I don't like that. We talked about the franchise deep dive in our last stream. And
When this guy's got time to throw, he makes the
maybe
defense
we go to Madden
pay.
26, a rare purchase of a second game
Will be tied with the extra point.
based on the info we've seen so far, but definitely not going to pay full price. We have to wait till it's like a $30, $25 game, because the changes are nice, but again, the changes are like DLC patchy changes, you know, same thing like the college football game. The new changes are nice in college football 26, but that's a $20 patch to me. That's not a $70 game. All right, so
And so far, it's been totally even. In close games like
gotta-
this, every possession is
we got to get
likely
this
to
figured
matter.
out, because it's been a while to touch this game. And our only points is that kick
Nice
return.
run there. Bryant gains around 6 yards on the run.
That'll make it
Will
2nd and 4.
Bryant.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down.
Got to kind of get used to the nuances and all that in this game. There we go.
Down he goes at about the
Jim
45.
Perkins. I like the name. You guys ever eaten at a Perkins? Any Perkins fans out there? Good place. Good place. Bryant.
Run right side. And they get nice yardage on that
It's
run.
about 3 yards. I thought it was going
Picks
to be a
up
lot
about
worse
4
than that,
yards
but
on
got
the
3
play.
out of it.
That'll make it
So this is a Big 12 game because we did do the real life conference realignment in this game.
From their own
Now, we have not made
49-yard
the
line.
changes,
It's second
obviously,
down.
the new changes that have happened in real life, which is like the new Pac-12 and all that stuff, and we won't do that. I'll just kind of
And they
keep it
make the
as it
stop
is.
around the 42-yard line.
for a gain of 9 yards.
We kind of made up the alliance because we don't have as many teams as what, you know, obviously in this game that college football has nowadays. So we ended up with a bunch of mini conferences, and we grouped them all up into the alliance. And that was Fresno State that knocked off Navy to win the first alliance title. I think that's up at Patreon as well, that recap.
We get a tie
Because
game,
we were doing
7-7.
a recap show for the Utah Utes, which you can check out on our Patreon page, as well as the stat book and all that good stuff that's up there, and help support the channel in that way.
We can only hope the second quarter is as good as the first. Tight ball game, folks.
Nicely done. Good
At the
throw.
26.
There's Swoop. He apparently wasn't in the game last year because he was one of the big features of being in this year's game of the new
First
college
down, 10 to
football.
go.
But
Ball on
Joe
the 26-yard
Mason,
line.
first look at a new quarterback. It's not Andrew Cross.
Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
And this play is number 8 on the drive.
Good little drive we put together here. Man, play action so zippy and quick in this game.
For a first down.
You don't get immediately just destroyed in the backfield.
First down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line. He gets out to about the 9-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
This is the 10th play of this drive.
10-play drive, huh? Ooh, I thought we were going to get it. We got to run it again, right? Right up the
Gets
middle.
6 yards on the carry.
6 yards. 3rd down.
You can see one of the previous features, and I'm glad they got rid of is, you know, the old Pac-12 patch that we got. The new game, the patch changes as you change conference, which is very nice. Ooh, man, BYU, they're putting up the wall all the way. Not letting us get an easy touchdown here.
This is the 12th play of this drive.
You don't want that, baby. You don't want that. Hey, you don't want to see me.
There we go.
Down, Utah.
You gotta love in the CPU. They only rush like, what, 3 or 4 on the line.
Yeah,
I'll
he
leave
punched
that
in from a short
opening.
distance. He had great blocking up front on that play.
And he converts the extra point. A 12-play, 76-yard drive. And the result, 7 points. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off.
I gotta schedule a game with Utah with my Tennessee Vols,
He really got a hold of that kick.
so I can
This one's going to
do
be
a little
down in the end
throwback.
zone for a touchback.
Again, the ticker's so much better in this game. You actually can see like all the scores.
With one
It's pretty
quarter down,
broken
I really
in
haven't
Madden
seen too much
25
separation
and
between these two
College Football
squads. Might be
25,
neck and neck the whole way.
where you only get to see like 5 games, and they're games that have no meaning to you. Singleton.
Under
Oh my
pressure.
God, somebody get to him. Oh, that was terrible.
And he hits him hard. at
We got to
the
put more
41.
pressure on. You can't have stuff like
when you blitz
that.
the corner and the offense picks up the blitz. It's one
Minnesota,
less guy
they've been
the
a
quarterback has to
tough
worry about in
contender.
coverage.
You guys
Nice
been
read by
following
the
this
quarterback
series.
to
The
keep the drive
Gophers
going.
for years. We played them in a Rose Bowl one year, and they've always been
It's
up
first
there
down.
as a big contender.
Gets it out quickly.
All right, I'm gonna need my defense to get a little, to buck up a little bit here. We're letting a lot of stuff just get by. Oh, I thought I had him.
Throws it in a
Oh,
hurry.
come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
At the 44.
Gain of 4 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. And he
There we
throws
go.
it away.
I don't know. They might go for it. I think they go for it a little bit more in this game, even if we stop them. But come on, neck roll, get in there.
Caught, and he's
That's
hit
a close one. That's going to
Well,
be
he
close
caught
to
it, but it's
Sider if they go
almost
for it
no
or
yards
not.
gained, and now it's 4th down.
Give props to the D here for coming up with a big stop on 3rd
They are
down.
not. They will kick it away. Okay. So there's a win for Utah, and we got 5 minutes to play with here in this
He
house.
doesn't want to touch back here. He wants to knock this ball inside the 10.
They're gonna fake it.
Wait a minute, he's going to throw.
Oh, and he gets flustered. He gets flustered and nervous and doesn't make the
Stripped the ball
throw.
right out of his hand.
Well, he had better leverage there, and he just
Holy
yanked the ball
smokes.
out.
Utah Utes. All right, should we take a shot? We're gonna go play fake.
Momentum swings have been fairly even.
And
with so
this
little
game,
separation, this game
more
can be drastically
usually than the
changed
new
on just one
game,
or two
lets you
plays.
kind of take some
Utah
shots down
is
the
up a
field.
score.
We're gonna go play fake, and we're just gonna go straight to Perkins.
Deep
Take
pass
a
to the
shot.
end zone.
Are you kidding me? Did he overthrow that? I thought that was gonna be a walk-in touchdown.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Oh my God! I thought that was just a. I mean, he was already in the end zone. I thought that was gonna be just a drop in there,
Second
drop in
down.
the bucket. What the heck happened? Oh my God!
Quick strike to the back, and he drops it.
Guys, we got to capitalize off of this
3rd and 10.
this punting disaster they just had. There we go.
Caught, open field.
Ooh,
That's a great
forgot how
tackle
big
at
the
26
tackles
yard
are in this game.
Tackle at the 26-yard line. line. That makes it 1st and 10.
First and 10. Ball on the 26.
3 down, 3 down. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Nice grab on the play.
So what do you guys think? First thoughts of the new quarterback after the Andrew Cross years? You know, he's going to be a legendary quarterback, or one of our highest ranked, recruited. But man, he struggled at times with the ball. But by God, he won us a lot of games and a lot of titles. You guys remember he got injured in that one national championship game, and then had to came back the next year. And go look at our run, our playoff run that we've had over the last couple of years. Not only the success that we've had, but the amount of playoff wins as well. We've only given up like 1 touchdown, I think, in 6 playoff games. Like, we've been pretty dominant against some pretty good teams. And I keep saying, like, we're going to keep playing until we lose. Who knows how long that'll be? Maybe we got another 2 or 3 years left in us. Because now we're starting to kind of pull away from BYU here.
Reese Davis is standing by with this update. Reese.
The Black Knights came into the game ranked 6.
Look at that. Army, first loss of the year. They're always been a premium contender. They've been to the college football playoffs as well.
They score. And for Alvarez, a very good day. He cracked the 250-yard mark. Buffalo takes the W by a deuce.
All right, thanks a lot, Reese.
So there you go. Big upset.
Richardson.
The Buffalo
has his kick
Bulls.
team lined up, and he is set
Big
to
win
kick this one
over
off.
Army.
Excellent
Army
kick.
Navy always really good in this game.
And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. A fumble ended this offense's last drive. Let's see, as they come out on the field, what they'll do this time around.
If they can play sound football from here out and make a few plays, there's no reason they can't get back into this.
Got it. And he goes down quickly. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
The Navy losing. Number 14, Navy. Oh, boy.
Quick out to his receiver.
Defense. What are we doing out there?
The 43-yard line.
Great play for the offense and a great call by the offense.
Go cover
but
6.
The defense has to
Man,
change
Singleton.
things up. They've got to put more
12
pressure on
of
this
14. What are we doing out there, defense?
Gets it. He's in space. And he is drilled. That's the 35. Nice.
I still
pickup
remember
as they
one of my
connect to
worst
the pass play.
performances I've ever had.
Right now. They're both reading the
It was with
defense
Utah, I'm
properly,
pretty
and the
sure, because
result is a
it
nice
was
game.
against Cal, which would have been when we were in the
Second down, they're about
Pac-12.
2 yards away
I'll never
from the
forget
sticks.
the stat line. 40 of 44. We lost to the Cal quarterback. 40 of 44. We could not stop them on that day. And I'm having flashbacks. That was 18, 17 seasons ago. There's a nice little horse collar.
Call it a loss of 3 yards on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down.
They come out in an empty backfield.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Green.
Man,
Tackle
corners.
made right around the 14-yard line.
Like, how are you letting the guy blow past you like that?
From the 14-yard line.
I'm kind of liking
First
this
down.
clock too. It doesn't feel as
Empty
chaotic, so I
backfield,
kind of have it set to
quarterback
8
in the
minutes,
gun.
and then
5 wide
it looks like I let
receivers.
10 seconds run off the clock. Maybe that's the way to
Goes
go,
complete, and he's hit right away.
because it doesn't feel
The
as
Cougars will use their first time
moving
out
as
of the half.
chaotic.
Did you
Oh, there's the
see
classic
how he
call a
looked that
timeout
ball
with 1
into his
second
hands?
left.
That's how you catch a football.
Been programmed in these EA games to the end of time. We did a deep dive on that in my last stream with the Panthers. Go check it
He
out
wasn't decisive
in the
at all on that
YouTube
option.
archives.
Once he kept it himself, there was no place to go.
And so it's another 3rd down.
So
upcoming
BYU
here.
will get the ball, you guys remember, to begin this next quarter. So actually, we should probably call a timeout coming up here if we get a stop. Yeah, actually,
Well,
the
he
clock
tried
will
to tread
stop.
the needle with
So
that pass.
Well, here the quarterback makes a poor decision.
ideally, we got a minute
Needs to look at his
35. We would try to
progression
go
and find
down
the
and get
second
some
and third
points on the
receiver.
board here. 2 minutes 35. 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 2 minutes
Kicks up, and the field goal is good.
21-10.
Wright is back ready to receive, and boy, has he been the game breaker on special teams today.
Let me know in the
Nice kick,
comments, do
plenty
you
of
guys
distance.
want to see me do a deep dive? Oh, we're going to get another kick return.
30.
Oh, couldn't do it.
At midfield.
Do you guys want to see me do a Patreon post-game show like I do for Tennessee? Or do you guys just want to see how this series plays out? Because the recruiting and all that stuff, obviously, I'm still going to do it. But I'm probably just going to do it off camera because it's not going to matter, because if I lose, I'm retiring at the end of the year. So, whether you guys want to see that, obviously, I don't, again, the importance of the top 25 when we're kind of at the end of our career, you know.
But maybe if they add just a little
Oh my
bit
God,
more
everyone's
pressure,
tweaking out.
they might be able to force
You know,
them
is that
into
going to
a
matter
mistake.
to you guys? Let me know if you guys really want to see that stuff. Drop a comment down below and let me know. Or if you are a Patreon supporter, you know you have direct access to my DMs on Patreon. I answer every one of our Patreon supporters one-on-one. That's another one of the perks of being on the Patreon, is you get that one-on-one interaction. So if you're a Patreon supporter and you'd like to see some additional footage, some bonus footage, because I am going to do it, just whether or not I record it or not is up to you guys. Let me know. Hit me up with either drop a comment down below or hit me up with a DM over on Patreon and let me know that that is something that you guys would like to take a look at.
Davis was the intended receiver on the play.
So 9 of 16 for Mr. Mason so far.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Get up.
Scrambling around.
There we go. Nice open. I like to see some more blocking down the field. And I am watching the clock. Don't worry. Not going to call that timeout just yet.
First down.
Let's go hitch corners.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Quarterback all by himself in the backfield.
Britt might be open, or Davis in the corner. Let's see. There we go. Oh my God. He was open, and then he just like gave up on the route,
If you're gonna come back in this game,
which is
it's gonna start with
frustrating.
one play.
Look at that. He's
Maybe
open, and
that
then
pick is what
like
turns things around for you.
he runs behind the defender. Let's Brian Cox there intercept him. And yeah, those are annoying.
1st and 10. Ball on the 11-yard
It
line.
happens a lot in these games. Even back in this game. Ooh.
With room to work. He's taken down at about the 33-yard line.
There's very good chemistry between these two. They like to run through all their routes before the game. And I have to say, they looked sharp before this one even started.
5 wide. Complete. He's got room. And down he goes. Right around the 38-yard line.
That brings up
Kill, kill. Panther 2.
He's going to air it long.
Oh.
Almost picked off. They're really fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Not a very smart decision by the quarterback. He had no shot at completing it.
It's 3rd and 5. Ball on the 38.
Third down if we can get the stop there. Oh, fumble!
The offense scoops it.
Good thing
I
they got
am
the
going
ball
to take a
back. That
timeout
fumble
just
could have
because
really cost 'em.
we've had
The
such
Utes taking
success
their first time out of the
in
half.
special teams.
Garcia
And I
is
think we
waiting
can
for
get
the
a decent
snap.
return and maybe get around a 50-yard line and have a shot at the end zone here. I don't know. Now that clock's
They get
ticking.
this one off, and it's a
I kind of
beauty.
didn't. Oh, we still got time. Let's see. 3,
Right, fields at
2,
the 29. Brought
1.
down
We got
at the
1 second.
41-yard line.
We got a shot to take one throw. And anything can happen in that 1 second. Yeah, Hail Mary. It's Hail Mary.
Well, let's see if he can shake off that pick that he tossed last time out.
And we'll see how aggressive this defense is when they come back out.
Here we
I
go.
would be surprised if they kept up the pressure to try to fluster this quarterback some more.
Throws it deep.
Oh!
Fires quickly.
Oh!
Touchdown.
The Hail Mary touchdown! The Hail Mary touchdown for the Utah Utes.
Defending that one.
Well, Brad, one of the things with this defense is you leave yourself vulnerable in one-on-one
Come on, that's
coverage.
why
Throw by the quarterback
this
and
coach,
great speed by
Coach
the
TV
receiver.
Sports, is going to the Hall of Fame to take the timeout to have one shot left at a Hail Mary and steal 7 points before halftime. Come on. That's why Coach
He makes
TV
the
Sports,
PAT.
with 6 national championships at Utah. We completed the gauntlet. Now I know there's now the Peach Bowl and the Cotton Bowl, which is part of the New Year's Six, but the Big Four. Obviously, we won the Sugar Bowl back in the day in real life against Alabama. We've won Fiesta Bowls. We've won the Orange Bowl. We've won the Rose Bowl. I've done the BCS quadrilogy. 6 national titles.
As always, to lend a little perspective to what
All right,
just
we're
went
gonna
down
skip
in the
past
first
all this
30
stuff.
minutes. This first half,
All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. Second half action, just about ready to
See the
start.
dynamic lighting.
He
That's
sends
something
this
we're
one
supposed
deep.
to be getting in the new game.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Still don't have dynamic weather. That's something a lot of people want, is dynamic weather. I
There's
think
gotta be
one,
some
like,
sense
the
of
only game I've
urgency
ever
to
played in
this
my life
offense
that
right
had
now.
dynamic
They don't
weather
have the luxury of
was
wasting
like, I
drives
think it was
if they wanna get
Quarterback
back in the
Club. It
game.
was
They'll
some
line up with 5 wide receivers.
game. I don't think it was NFL Fever, but it was a game I played like in the early
1 yard loss for the
2000s.
halfback.
Someone let me know if you know what game I'm talking about. But there was a football game that I played early 2000s growing up, and it had dynamic weather.
From their own 24-yard line. Second down.
Ooh, we got him rattled now. My man is a little rattled. Got good numbers though still. Should we blitz him? We're gonna blitz him. We've had success. We haven't done the blitz in a while. We had some early success.
He's going
And that time
right.
he
Makes the
got
catch
it.
and gets out of bounds.
Since we hit halftime, we don't want to look at this junk anyway. He's got the big play. There's all our ways you can support. You're watching on YouTube, obviously. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button if you want to see more streams. Hang out with us while we're playing football. Of course, Twitter. If you want, we'll give a little on-air shout-out. If you want to support the channel, head over to streamlabs.com/tvsports27 or kofi.com/tvsports27. And if you donate over there, we will give you an on-air shout-out and read your stuff on air. So we're happy to do that for our supporters. And of course, Patreon is the big one that really helps the channel out. Patreon.com/tvsports. Over 6, almost, we're closing in on 700 files over on Patreon. That's a lot of hours of content. So not only are you helping me, you're helping to support the channel, but you're getting a lot of bonus content that you don't have here. You're getting our classic stuff, our old school YouTube channel that we lost in the great YouTube war of 2020 that is being re-uploaded there from College Football 12, Madden 12, those old games that we're talking about, winning national titles with Troy and Denver. All that stuff's up on the Patreon page, old school stuff.
He's tackled right around the
That's up there.
42-yard line.
You can see what it was like back in the day before HD quality, but it's still good video. Chip Kelly taking over for the Navy midshipmen. All that stuff's up there. Boise State playing 2 years in the SEC and finally getting the benefit of an SEC schedule where you can lose a couple of games and still go to the national championship. That's all up at our Patreon page, as well as Utah bonus stuff.
Here's the 8th play of the
The
series.
post-game shows for Tennessee, the bonus WWE content. Lots of good stuff up there. Holy smokes. Oh, that was all. Even after I almost whiffed, jumped off sides, come in, blow past the defender, and get the QB sack.
Third down, and they need to get it down to the 32.
3rd and 11. There we go. That's user pick. There we go. That's the user pick. So the first whiff
Great play by the
for
defender to
Adam
high point the ball, but
Singleton.
the quarterback wasn't in rhythm on the throw.
We might get into some clock chewing mode here. We can get 1 or 2 more scores.
First down,
What a
10
return to
yards
form.
go.
This is what it's been,
Ball
Utah
on their own
Utes.
20.
Not to brag, but we've definitely had these blowout games. That was the wrong button. I was trying to hit Y, and I accidentally brushed my thumb across the A button. So we're going to say the ball got a little wet and got away from Joe Mason. Because that's a terrible throw from a good quarterback. There we go, right on the money, and Miller stays on his feet.
At the 45-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Back to the running game a little bit.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Mike 56. Here we go.
And they get nice yardage on that run.
Gain of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
He's hit and
Nicely
taken
done by
down.
Jim Perkins.
That's how you run a
Jim
cornerback.
Perkins, I'm going to take you to
He
Perkins to give us a
exploded out of his
touchdown
cut
here.
and
Second
beat
catch of the
man
day.
coverage for a new set of downs.
How many Perkins are there in the world? I want to
From the
know.
32-yard line.
Is
It's
this
first
a
down.
reference just going over everybody's head? Or have people been to a Perkins before? Chocolate chip muffin? Get out of town with that stuff. That's
And he's
the
tackled right around
stuff
the
right
20.
there.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. 1st down.
Absolutely unreal.
Right and left, right and left. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 56.
The defense has got to be thinking, if they've already forced a red zone turnover, maybe they can do it again right here. That's a great tackle at the 12-yard line.
We're chopping them down to size right now. Now we're getting into old school Utah Utes football.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
This is what it's been about with
They
this
need
team.
about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. On the ball, ready.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
Gain of 4 yards.
Training myself to play this again, and then I'm going to have to retrain myself to
play
go
number
back to
9 of
playing
this current drive.
college football and Madden. The different feel that it is.
Nice run there. Bryant gets about 4 yards on the play.
I'll be interested to see the views on this video. If this, this is something I feel like
Got
people want to
2nd
see
and goal.
continued. Maybe
4 yards
not.
out.
Maybe people don't want to see the old game, but I cannot retire going undefeated 3 years in a row. I need to know how long I can keep this streak going, because obviously I didn't just come in and drop the setting down to rookie and just start blowing over people. You saw at the beginning of this video, this was years of work to build this team. This is definitely, of all my games, I'd say the greatest run I've been. I mean, 6 championships definitely
A 9-play, 80
is the greatest run I've been on.
Touchdown as a result.
Brad, I thought that was a technical
And
drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing.
I just want to see how long it
mixing
can
the
keep
play
going.
calling,
The unbreakable
pass,
record of
just an
Oklahoma
overall well
going
executed
down.
football.
We are now the winningest team
And he got all
in the history of
this
college
one.
football.
Great
And the
kick.
fact that we are ranked number
This
4,
one's
I don't
gonna
even
be
remember
down
how
in
we
the
got
end
there. I
zone
think,
for a touchback.
I don't know,
Cougars
the
have just
Penn
gone
State game
ice
put us
cold
down,
on
but
offense. They can't seem to get anything going.
absolutely no
Right now,
reason.
they just have to
A
forget
team
the
that has
score,
not lost in
get
3.5
the clock,
years
Just go out there and try
should
to
be
get a
ranked number
first
4,
down.
right? Come on.
Build a little bit more confidence and continuity on this offense.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the outside linebacker blitz and delivering
Miss
the
these
football
stats
for a
at the
first
bottom of
down.
the screen too. They're so much better in this game. Like you're constantly getting
39-yard
the
line.
rotating stats
First
of
down.
the quarterback, the receiver. You don't get that in the new game. Hope we can get back to there.
And he can't get
Singleton.
away
Like
from
most
the
of the time, I
pressure.
have to go pause and go into the
yards on the play.
menu to see
That'll make
who's
it
got what
2nd and
numbers. But this is this top rank. This is something that we've been known for. If you guys have been following this series for a while,
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
You guys know this defense has been absolutely dominant over the years. Yeah, except our corners are kind of lackadaisical in this game. They did get the interception, though, on the last drive, so I'll give them that.
I'm impressed with the poise of this quarterback and the ability of the receiver to keep his concentration and get his hands on the football.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. Tackle after a decent run up the gut. They come out in a 5-wide set.
Red 2, green 15.
We're trying to push through. Almost pushing through to get that
Well,
QB
he really
sack.
didn't have to do too much there to give himself a little room to make the
Yeah,
catch.
we didn't want to get the flag. Don't drill the QB into the ground. Lay
So it's
off.
2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
You know, I like being the edge rusher. I like trying to come in, except that time it was designed for him to
They'll
drop
bring him
back.
down at the 34.
I gotta check what play I select so I know if I need to drop back or switch. Ooh, I thought we were gonna get in there.
Quick pass, and he's taken down at the 29.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Pass complete and taken down immediately.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
So it's 3rd down, and they're just inches away from picking up the first down.
Red 2.
Nice run up the middle. Utah's really excited to watch this guy grow with this defense. That was his first tackle, but I guarantee you he's got hundreds more coming. And this is the 10th play of the drive. He makes it to the 18-yard line.
No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 18-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Red 2.
And he tackles him hard at the 6.
Come on, I don't want these guys to get another score. I want to be coasting into this
This
fourth
is the
quarter.
12th play of this drive.
And get one more play out of this, it looks like.
They come out
And
on an empty
when you
backfield.
see the new game, the fans are so animated now, like how the fans are now. But I guess they are getting blown. Oh, there we go. Oh, don't run out. Oh, I was trying not to run out, but I had accidentally hit the spin move in the excitement, and I couldn't stop my momentum. And that led me to, yeah, I was not trying to come out.
I think they want to continue.
I don't know, the ball didn't cut across the line. That should be a touchback, right?
1 quarter to go.
All right, we
may be
head
looking at
into
some
the
up up here.
fourth.
The Utes are up.
Good return for Utah Utes football. Looks like we are going to be way back. So let's go into clock chewing mode here. Tempo. See, I got to get my wits about me.
Well, folks, we head
And
into the
let's see if we can get to
and
next
this
week with a
one is
win
blowout.
and keep on rolling with this
Utah
here.
comes to the line,
I
holding
did
that
not know I was in
commanding lead.
pistol formation, which I don't usually like to
Taken
do
down
when you're
around
backed
the
up there,
2-yard
but
line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
2nd down. And as they come up to the
so what do you
line,
guys think?
they're
It's been a
gonna be
while
in the
since
shadow
you've
of
seen
their own
Utah. First time to see Joe Mason. What do you guys think of the team? Looking, what is this going to be, 7-0,
Gains his way
right?
to the 13-yard line.
Gain of 11 yards. First down.
I was debating if we do make it back to the playoffs. Do you want to see us keep doing the 4-game playoff? I got to get my thumb drive and do all the mods and stuff on it, but you know, I guess if we want to keep doing 15-0 years, then we got to keep challenging ourselves.
And he makes it out to about the 14-yard line.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Ball on the 14-yard line.
56, Mike, 56.
Oh my goodness! All right, we got to throw it now. No choice.
Loss of 1
Trying to get into to the clock shoe. All right, what are we gonna do here? Should we go? Let's go slot post. What are we looking at? We don't got a lot of time. Maybe Miller is gonna be open. We got some room out there. Nope, we're just gonna go deep, and Perkins had it and could not hang on to
But you
it.
want to do everything you can to keep the ball out of the hands of these receivers.
So we got a little bit of time off the clock. I'll allow it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Run upcoming, and they're going to come after this one. And this
We're going to
one
get
is
some
a
good field
beauty.
position here. Ooh, I didn't think they were going to fair catch it.
Utah's defense has been a force to be reckoned with, especially in this game.
Oh, they have stepped up today. They just seem to be dialed into what this offense is trying to do. Good job against the run. They've been very physical. What I love is how relentless they run.
Letting you guys listen to the commentary, too, because it's probably been a little bit since the last time you guys have heard this commentary, or maybe some of you have been playing this game for 10 years and know all this commentary by heart.
And down he goes, right around the 40.
BYU's got to feel pretty frustrated because offensively, they've done really well. You look at those numbers. I mean, cover up the interceptions, but Utah offensively, more first downs. Quarterbacks played really well.
In the shotgun and
But for them to only have 10 points on the board, they got to be looking at themselves like, boy, we're frustrated. We had a shot to be competitive in this
fast
one.
tight end, and he wasn't ready for it.
Throw for 300 yards and all these first downs and only ended up with 10 points on the board. Not what you're looking for if you are a BYU supporter. Hey, what do you guys think of the big BYU scandal? Brandon Perna just uploaded a video today. I have not watched it yet. I'm interested to hear his thoughts as we bring this one to Blitz. Because it's always hilarious if you guys don't follow Mr. Perna, fellow Denver Broncos fan such as he is. What do you guys think? Big BYU scandal going on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Brandon Perna's video and then come back and drop a comment down below. Evans just shoves the defender away. Oh, who was that? Reggie White, the uppercut? The uppercut comes in, boom, the fumble, and now we're really serious in
you want to get experience for guys
the clock chewing world here.
And try to avoid injuries.
Almost bring the backups in at this point. That was a bad run. I did not mean to juke back out like that. But that's all right. We're chewing time here. We're wasting time. Well, they want us to throw it. Let's throw it. Why not?
We've got a 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 39.
Let's throw the ball. What the hell we got to lose? Other than time.
Catches it, and that's all.
It really wasn't badly played by the defense, but sometimes a good throw and catch just beats you.
I might play around with the clock in Madden and in college football. Maybe when I get the new game. But I kind of like how 8 minutes feels with the 10-second runoff. Doesn't quite feel as frantic. We're just gonna go for it. Where sometimes when you get into that 2-minute drill in the other games, you lose a lot of time off the clock. There we go.
Nice run.
We might end up with 42 on the board. Surely that's got to get us up higher in the rankings. So I won't do it on camera again because if you guys have ever played this game, to simulate past 1 week in this game, it takes like 5 minutes to simulate. It's insane. So if that is something you guys want to see, like what we kind of do with Tennessee or what we've done in the past with Utah, as I said, drop a comment down below and say that you want to see that additional off-camera footage, you want to see the rankings and all that stuff. Or if you're already a Patreon member, get me a DM on Patreon and let me know that you want to see that stuff. Say, I want to keep seeing it. If not, because again, recruiting's not really going to be that important, whether or not this is the last year, if we end up losing, or we have one more year left in us, or 2 more years, whichever. But recruiting's obviously not going to be too important because we're pretty much in retirement soon. But maybe you guys want to see the other stuff off camera.
Well, a nice stop there late in the
I am still recruiting, of course, because I want to see how long I can keep this win streak going. But I don't want to. Obviously, I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch a bunch of recruiting stuff, and then we don't play for another year.
Short yardage situation, and the offense is in the jumbo package.
And that first down will clinch it. We won't run up the score on our bitter rivals. They're dealing with enough already as it is. Time will tick down, and the Utah Utes win another one. How many in a row is this now? Because I know at least 3 years going 15-0. I don't remember the year before that. We had won like 7 in a row or 8 in a row. So maybe we've hit 4 seasons in a row going undefeated between the last time we lost the game. It's all in the archives. Go look in the archives. Patreon.com/tvsports27. It's all up there. The stat books. I'll put a fresh stat book up there after we get through this year. But hope you guys enjoyed it. We didn't get much of an audience for this one, so I'm curious if people enjoyed it. But let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it or not. But Will Bryant ends up being your MVP, your player of the game. So thank you so much for tuning in here. Utah remains undefeated, and we will at least play on until we lose a game here. So again, support the channel, Twitch, YouTube, X. Of course, Patreon is the big one, where you guys get a lot of bonus content, and then Streamlabs and Ko-fi, where you guys can help out the channel. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in to Utah Utes football, and we will see you next time. See if we can keep this winning streak going. 35-10, your final for the 4th-ranked disrespected Utah Utes.